With growing threats from lethal new technologies, increasing economic and social vulnerabilities, the probability of a collapse is high and rising rapidly. A collapse is a disaster so bad and widespread that the economy does not function, people don't go to work, and law and order breaks down for a long time, months to over a year. I'm Dr. Drew Miller, a retired Air Force colonel, founder of Fortitude Ranch, the nation's largest survival community, and director of Collapse Preparedness Consulting. A group of intelligence officers, defense analysts, scientists, and biologists recently updated a model that estimates the probability of a collapse. Our estimate using a probability of collapse model was a 16 to 57% annual probability of a collapse happening. With advances in technology like bioengineering and artificial intelligence, it is possible not just for small countries and terrorist groups, but even dedicated individuals to create a weapon of mass destruction. Our electric grid is extremely vulnerable to destruction from natural solar flares and man made attacks. A congressionally funded study by experts estimated that 90% of Americans could die when the electric grid is destroyed. An H5N1 pandemic is inevitable. It will be worldwide, and while the virus may kill hundreds of millions, the collapse that results, the starvation and marauding of desperate people struggling to survive, will kill far more. Most organizations will not survive a collapse. Too many key people will be killed, facilities looted, key assets lost. If you think your data backup will survive, you're probably wrong. Cloud servers and data backup facilities are not designed to operate or be protected with no law and order. Marauding groups will be out stealing and killing for food and resources to survive. Top government officials have extensive survival facilities, and rich people and tech executives have been building million-dollar survival compounds. I founded Fortitude Ranch to provide a survival community that the middle class can afford. With 8 Fortitude Ranch locations, fortified survival communities in remote locations across the U.S., we have secure collapse survival for our members and also for the data servers underground in our compounds. A business that has paid armed guards in times of peace will not have these guards during a collapse. They will go home to save themselves and their families. They're not going to die protecting a business. At Fortitude Ranch survival communities, with hundreds of armed staff and members, guard posts, and defensive walls, we will fight to protect our stored supplies and ranch animals and fellow members. If you want your company or organization to survive a collapse, we provide consulting to design affordable plans to protect your key assets. If you only need to have your data survive, you can email for information on the Collapse Data Backup Service that houses servers at Fortitude Ranch locations so your data can survive a collapse. If you want to have a complete plan to protect all your key people and assets, contact me at collapsepreparedness.com.